Let's call a spade a spade. Snakes are one of the sexiest poi tricks out there, but they can also be a little tricky to get down. Drex here from DrexFactor.com, and today I'm going to walk you through how exactly you nail these graceful but tricky poi moves. Be sure to join my notification squad by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know exactly when I drop a new video. Before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about them by following the links down in the description of this video. There are several different variants on poi snakes out there, but in this video, I'm going to focus on the most popular one. That is, the one where the poi are in split time same direction and going out across your arms. To get these down, we're going to need 3 unique poi skills, starting with linear isolations. Begin by spinning the poi in your dominant hand clockwise and move it over to the left-hand side of your body. Drop the poi head down your center line and let your hand slide directly above it like you're stalling down. Now pull your hand out to the right and let the poi head follow it back up so that it winds up spinning clockwise once again. To move your hand back to the left, pop the poi head up your center line like you're going to stall it up towards the ceiling and sneak your hand underneath it over to the left. This is a little trickier than the drop because gravity is working against you now. Once again, the poi should drop back down into going clockwise. So overall, you're going to want to move your hand back and forth, dropping the poi head down your center line and popping it up your center line. Keep your hand in as straight a line as possible. Drop as you go to the right and pop as you go to the left. Think of there being 3 beats to this pattern. Left, down, right. Left, down, right. Bear in mind the point where it pops up isn't actually a beat, it eats up part of the left and right beats. This pattern is what's called a linear isolation. If you've got this move down with your dominant hand, make sure to practice it with your non-dominant hand as well. Once again, starting on the left side and dropping when going to the right, and popping when going back to the left. You can also learn this trick with the poi spinning counterclockwise instead, by starting each hand over to the right side. Counterclockwise will just flip what side you do the pops and the drops on, so drop when going from right to left and pop when going from left to right. Okay, so now it's time to turn those linear isolations into body tracers. Here's how. That place where you're dropping the poi head, you're now going to drop it behind your shoulder. And the place where you pop the poi head up, it's now going to go underneath your armpit. So as you're going side to side, I really want you to think that you're reaching as far as you can to either side, and in between you're going shoulder, then armpit, shoulder, then armpit. Again, you'll want to practice this with both your hands going both clockwise and counterclockwise. Cool, so now that we've got our linear isolations down, it's time to move on to step 2. Learning split time reels. Normally when we learn split time same direction reels, we alternate which poi is behind us and which one is in front. But for snakes, they both need to be in front and behind at the same time. I want you to go ahead and get your poi spinning clockwise and wall plane for me in split time same direction. Now your mission is to try and cross both poi behind your arms at the same time. They're both pointed away from you at the same moment, so use that as a cross point to tic-tac them behind you and then back out. Now please note, there is no way to do this that isn't going to feel at least a little uncomfortable for your shoulders. And it's a sad fact of snakes that the more uncomfortable a position you put your arms in, the cleaner the trick winds up looking. If you wind up feeling any pain, please put your poi down for the day and come back to them tomorrow. No trick is worth messing those up. Try and work your way up to it rather than injuring yourself. One trick I like to keep in mind when playing with these reels is to imagine that I'm handing something off between the poi, both behind my back and in front of my body, to make sure they come close to contact on both sides. Once you can switch your poi back and forth behind you and in front of you at the same time, it's time for step 3. We need to be able to bring our hands together as we spin. Sounds simple, I know, but there is a trick to this. Start off with your hands apart and the poi spinning in split time same direction. Now I want you to picture stalling the poi up and down along your center line, but you're not actually going to stall them. Instead, you're going to use this as an opportunity to bring your hands so close together that they can touch. Think that your mission here is almost to try and clap your hands together. One way you can think of it is that it'll feel a little like the linear isolations from our first step. The side-to-side motion will bring the hands together. As the poi continue to spin around them, you're going to move your hands back out to either side past the poi as they either drop or pop close to your shoulders. Wait a sec, popping and dropping? Now where have I heard that before? So now you should have all the pieces you need to put this move together. Sneak those hands together and let the poi drop or pop around your shoulders to switch them to the back side of your body. Let your hands move straight out to the sides as they do, and when they come back around, pop and drop them around your shoulders once again to get them back in front of your body. Again, this is a move that can be really hard on the shoulders, so proceed with caution. It's also a move that really benefits from practice in front of a mirror, because it's easy to lose your split timing as you go through it. As much as possible, keep those hands moving string on a straight horizontal line across your body, and it'll really make the move pop. Before we head out, I just want to put out a quick thank you to all of my awesome supporters on Patreon. Your support is what makes this channel and the videos on it possible. If you'd like to sign up to support the work that I do, please head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. Thank you in advance. Did this video help you get your snakes down? If so, be sure to post video to your Instagram stories and tag DrexFactor in them. I'll reshare them to my own stories so everybody can see your work. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Peace.